Hello, intrepid followers, subscribers, and watchers of my YouTube videos. So, last week, a TV show I like, and I know a few of you like, ended. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The final season, the final episode. So much to take in, so much to think about. And that's what this video is about. I was talking with a friend who saw the end of it as well, and he had some questions. And I had some answers. And I said to him, to answer that question, it might be better if I made a video. So, this video is for anyone else that has the same question he did. What happened? What is this temporal jump thing? It's very confusing. How did Fitz get from here to there? What is going on? So, even if no one else watches this video is for you, Conrad. So I hope you like it. So let's get started. First thing we need to discuss is something about the show in general. And it's about the person who helped create the show. That person, of course, is Joss Whedon. Or Whedon. Is it Whedon or Whedon? I don't know. But here's what's important. He likes to put Easter eggs or foreshadowing into his shows and movies that he does. And a good example of this is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So we're not going to get deep into that here because that's a whole other video. And well, other people have made those videos. So if you want to, you can go look up Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the key Easter eggs, I guess. Those are the words I can think of. And you will find out more about that and what's going on there. So what are we talking about here? Well, in this case, the last few episodes and that last whole season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., really there was some foreshadowing of it going back, I think, about 2 seasons. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a whiteboard to map this all out. So I'm going to switch over to a whiteboard and show you what I'm talking about and maybe intercut some scenes from some of this TV show as we go. Okay? So here's where we're going to go. As we know, the series ends with Fitz returning because the whole season they've been asking where Fitz is in some way or some form. And he's there. And he uses something to help them go back to Earth. But the thing is, this has been building up for 2 seasons. The whole of season 5, Fitz was stuck in suspended animation most of that season because they had gone forward in time to stop a great catastrophe which would destroy Earth. So they come back from that using the help of Fitz and a chronicon named Enoch. Enoch comes from a group of people who observe time, observe the world. So they know a lot of things. And they have a time stream, a record of the time stream. So here's that Easter egg. This foreshadows what occurs in season 6 and in season 7. So you see in season 6, there are 2 plot lines going on. There was the main plot line about this evil, menacing creature and her beings coming for Earth to use the obelisks to destroy Earth and allow her people to come through into our world. Well, at the same time as that was happening, the Chronicons were very upset because, well, this alien lady destroyed their world as well. So Fitz and Simmons were dealing with how to help her. Well, that didn't go very well. So in episode 13, the last episode of season 6, Enoch asks Simmons and Fitz, or Fitzsimmons, if they want to that they have to change the natural course of their lives forever to help their friends save Earth. To do that, they needed 3 things: the framework, the time machine, and part of the obelisks. That's right, 3 things that have been going on the last 2 seasons, all culminate for season 7. So what happens? Enoch takes Fitz and Simmons into deep space to study the time stream because it's not something they could do in a few weeks or a few days. Like most seasons, Fitz and Simmons are able to figure out how to help the agents destroy the big bad. Well, this isn't going to take a few episodes. It's going to take a few years. In this case, about 4 to 5, I believe. They don't really say how many years, but 4 to 5. So we don't really see any of this playing out. At the end of season 6, 13, the very last few scenes, Gemma shows up, Simmons, and says, "Hey everyone, We gotta leave right now, before, of course, the Chronicons destroy the pyramid where the evil lady and the obelisks were. So she takes them on a new adventure, which is season 7, going through the time stream, trying to right the wrongs and keep the Chronicons from destroying Earth. Well, we don't really know any of this stuff that just happened until the last episode of season 7. So they go on this long journey, the agents, but Fitz is missing. Well, he's not really missing. He and Gemma have spent 5 years trying to figure out the answer to how to save the Earth. What we have to realize is then we learn in the last episode of season 7 is that Fitz is doing his own time stream jump, but his seems very short and very quick. He jumps ahead in time, not just in time, but through dimensions to meet them in the Earth that they're at, which is a different Earth than the main Earth, where they're worried that where they can save everyone. And how does he do that? Easy. He uses Pym particles. Yep, our good friends, the Pym particles that we learned about. Where at? Well, in Ant-Man. And of course, the quantum realm. So using the quantum realm, he jumps to the future of where they're at in the multiverse of the Earth they're on, to help them jump back to our multiverse, to the Earth they're on, to stop the Chronicons. Of course, everything doesn't go as he thought planned. Part of their plan was to get Cora, the sister of Daisy. Once they get her, and this is where we find out all this information. We find out that this is how Enoch plays into things, how the time travel device plays into things, and the obelisks. They spent these years learning how to save the Earth from destruction. So now you're thinking, well, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense, Joel. So, okay. So we just look at the last episode of season 6 and the last episode of season 7, and we just sort of squish season 7 into a small little framework of maybe minutes. What you have is a time jump and a dimension jump. Fitz jumps through time and dimension to meet them in the Earth that they've created with all the different things that have occurred. They have been going on a slower pace travel through that same dimension of Earth. He pulls them back to the original Earth they're from to end the conflict and to save the timeline. So what does that mean? It means, well, they connect things back together. Using what? Things from the last few seasons. The obelisks, Chronicons like Enoch and the time stream that he has record of, and the space-time device they used in season 5. So you're thinking, wow, that's a lot, Joel. Well, I'm glad you came along for this ride, and I hope I answered questions. And you know what? You may have more questions or answers. Maybe there's something I could have missed something. And I'm okay with that. So guess what? That's what the comments are for. So I hope this has helped you understand some things. And if you didn't, that's what the comments are for. Leave me some comments. Tell me what you think. And let's talk about it. And so that's the end of the video. I hope you like this. I hope it makes sense to you. And we can figure out more about what happened. And I'm sure for years to come, people are going to be talking about this season and just Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and just what they did. But thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along for the ride. I just want to remind you of one more thing. I want you to remember to try to give back. In this season, in this time period we're in, things are really rough, difficult for everyone involved. So I've put some links to some charities in the comments or in the description below. So go ahead and look at one of those and see if you can give back to your community or to the world at large. And I hope you liked this video, and I've got more tons of videos to come. Maybe there'll be 2 a week, maybe there'll be 1, I don't know. But keep watching, and at the end here, you're gonna see some videos. You'll see a playlist for videos, and you'll see the last video I made. So go ahead and watch those as well. And of course, thumbs up, give it a like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.